So here in GitHub we can see all the commits also. So here all the commit names and these are the branches, and here we can see the commits when they were committed, and you can open the files and see what changes we made. So red is what we removed from the files and green is what we added to the files. So this is how we can see the complete details of the changes that we made. Now for pushing, we create a new folder and we initialize Git repository and add a new file, make a commit, and we make a repository in GitHub. And then this is how we add this repository in GitHub by using add origin and putting the URL. And then you write git push and give the name of the connection and the master branch, the name of the branch. So if you write just the master here, so this will create a master branch on GitHub, master remote branch. This is not necessary. We can also push a branch from here on another branch on GitHub. So for example, we create a new branch here and we want to push this cats branch on GitHub. So we push like this. This will be pushed on cats remote branch. Let me write this colon and master. So now this cats branch from our local repository will be pushed on master branch on GitHub. So first if we just add this cats file we created in cats branch, we could only see that on this cats branch. Now we push that to master branch also. So we see that here also. So this is we cats to master. So this is the remote branch on GitHub and this is the branch on our logo repository. Also, the remote branch is not initially present on GitHub. So when we first write this git push origin with the name, so this creates the remote branch there. When we use add origin, so this creates the remote branch. So we don't have to do that again for another branch. For example, when we create this flowers, so when we create this flowers file and we make a commit, so we don't have to write this URL again. Just as remote origin already exists, so connection is already established. So now we create a new branch and push that branch. So those on local repository push to those on GitHub remote branch. And then we create and add a new file and make the commit. So this is another method where we can push without writing the complete name of the branch. But for this, we have to make this an upstream branch so that it remembers the next time we push this branch again. So on git push, we write this dash u. This will make this an upstream branch. So for now, this gets pushed, and if we make another commit and push that again, we can just add git push. And we are in this dogs branch, so this will push automatically go on dogs branch. We can also use this if we want to push this branch on not on dogs branch, but another remote branch on GitHub. So here on push you, we can write the colon and give the name of the branch. For example, on master branch. So we can write that here, and this will then push this on master branch every time. Now, first we saw how we can push our local repository on GitHub. Now we'll see how we can also create a repository on GitHub and create new files there also. For example, we create this new repository, and we have a URL for this. This URL we can copy this and clone this inside of our local repository, inside of our machine. So we have a new folder. Here we use clone to get that. So we cloned an empty repository here. Now we can work from here also. So this will automatically create the remote connection of our local repository to GitHub because we directly cloned this from GitHub. We have this new repository. Now we don't have to initialize this also since it is already created on GitHub. So if we write git status, we see that this is an empty repository, so nothing needs to be committed. And we see that we have the remote connection here, the origin and this setting push. Now create a new file and make the commit. We see that we cannot add master AI node because GitHub now changed the master branch name to main. So this is what we will have to write when we clone a repository from GitHub. So origin main. So for example, here we had this my novel repository. We created this on a local machine. So here we are using master branch. We can change this name if we want it to be consistent with GitHub. So we can add this branch and dash capital M and main. Whatever name we write there, this we change the branch name to that. We have this main branch now. So now we have two pointers for our origin and a local machine. For example, we are on the master branch. So one of that will be a master branch on a local machine, and one of that will be on the remote origin, which is the GitHub here. So we push that one time. After that, we make some changes to our files and make commits on a local machine. They will not be present uh, on the remote origin, so we will have to push them. So those commits which were once together will now be ahead. So commits on a local machine will be ahead of that on the GitHub. So similarly, on GitHub also, if someone makes some changes, makes a new files or makes some changes to the file on GitHub directly, so we don't have those on a local machine yet. So we can use fetching to fetch those changes on a local machine. So here we create a new repository here, and we create a new file from GitHub directly called fetch, and we clone that path here to get the repository on a local machine. So right now it's telling that your branch is up to date with origin main. So now if we make some changes, so on this pets file, if we make some changes, now we don't see that on log here on local machine. But if you use this origin main, we see that change of creating the pets file. So since we did that on GitHub and not on a local machine, so we can only see if we write this git checkout and get the branch. This is the remote branch, remote origin branch. So for now, we made some changes on our local repository. So this tells that first your branch is up to date with origin main. So this is the remote repository. And after that, we made some changes. And here then it tells your branch is ahead of origin main by one commit. And here if we make another commit. So this was the log. This was the last commit on the remote branch, and we have two commits ahead of that on a local repository. So if we go to the detached head of this remote branch origin main, we see that there is only one log here because it is not updated yet. So we can then switch to the main branch and push that to the remote branch. Then it will be up to date with the local branch. Now if we clone a GitHub repository here and it has multiple branches, but if we use ls, if we use this git branch, we only see the main branch here because by default only the main branch will be present like this on a local repository. The complete repository from GitHub will be cloned here, but as a default, only the main branch will be shown. So we can use this dash R to see all the branches in the GitHub repository. And then you can use checkout to go into one particular branch. So this is a detached head state. This is still not showing these branches on a local repository. So for that, we just have to use switch So we can switch and give the name of the branch that is on the GitHub repository, the remote branch. It is a remote branch right now, but now it will be also created on the local repository. Now we will be able to see this. If we see ls, we see this movies branch. Now, if we make some changes to the remote branch, the remote origin, we are not up to date yet in a local repository. So we can use fetch. So this will fetch the latest commits on the GitHub repository, the remote branch. This will not update the files on a local repository yet. So that just fetch the changes and then we can use pull command to put those changes in a local repository also in our working directories. So that will be updated after using pull. So this tells that now after fetching, this tells that uh, your branch, the local branch, is behind origin main by one commit and can be fast forward. So this will just fast forward the commits to the remote branch. So now if we create a new file on the GitHub repository on a remote branch, so you will not see the log also here. We can only see the commit that we made there. We'll be going to the remote branch from by using checkout. So this was the latest commit that we made on the remote branch. We only see using checkout. Also, we will not see the changes in our working directories, but by using checkout, we can see those changes also in our working directories. In the new file that we created will be shown there. But then we can switch to our main branch and use pull and write the name of the origin, the master, the name of the branch, remote branch. So it is main branch now. So this will then pull those changes and put them in a working directory. You can also see the log right now, the new log that we created in the remote branch. This will also be shown here. So now also if we create a new file, make the commits, we can use pull to get all the changes from the GitHub remote repository, the remote branch. So now we also have conflicts on by using fetch and pull also by using pull. So we create a file here and also we create a new file there and make the commits in both the remote branch and this local branch. So this will then use this overlay strategy. So this will make a new commit now to update this. This will then open up on VS Code. So it is connected. So this will make a new commit on the VS Code. Then we can see in the log area. This is the merge. This is how we will merge both the commits. So both the files will then be shown. on our working directory and also on GitHub. And if we have the same file name, then it will show this conflict error. So it's to fix the conflicts and then convert the results. So it will show both the changes what we made on the remote GitHub repository and also in a local working directory. So both the changes will be shown, and then similarly here also it will be asked to keep one or the other change or both the changes. So we solve the conflict from there, and then we add and commit the changes. So this will create the merge here.